when going over Sahih al-Bukhari, the chapters or the main headings are referred to as kitab. Kitab means book, book of so and so. There's approximately 95 chapters in Sahih al-Bukhari. Some numbered the chapters as 95, and in some editions, it's 97. Here, we're on Kitab At-Tawhid, which is the very last chapter. Then under chapters, under Kitab, you'll find Bab, which is like subheadings. This specific chapter has 58 subheadings. Subheadings in Kitab al-Bukhari are referred to as Bab. These titles that were chosen by al-Bukhari rahimahullah ta'ala are a lesson in themselves. For example, this chapter, he's responding to the Jahmiyyah. And when he's responding to the Jahmiyyah, he chose the title Kitab At-Tawhid. Why? Because the Jahmiyyah differed from Ahl Sunnah in many ways. And amongst their deviance is their deviance in Tawheed al-Asma'i wa Sifat. When Imam al-Bukhari responded to the Jahmiyyah under a chapter he titled Kitab At-Tawhid, it reflects the deep wisdom in how he titled his books throughout the entire Sahih al-Bukhari, the books which we call Kitab. The title al-Bukhari rahimahullah ta'ala chose for his chapter in response to al-Jahmiyyah is a powerful lesson. It reflects the gravity of the matter that he's about to address. It underscores the seriousness of violating what he's about to talk about, because it's called Kitab At-Tawhid, the book on Tawheed. By addressing the Jahmiyyah and others, and similar groups, because some students said and others, by addressing the Jahmiyyah and similar groups under the chapter that he titled Kitab At-Tawhid, he's trying to show that disputes regarding the names and attributes of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala are not superficial disagreements. They have serious consequences because they're under a chapter called At-Tawhid. Responding to them under the chapter of Kitab At-Tawhid serves to highlight their deviation. And it's to show that their deviation is not a simple Sunnah versus Bid'ah dispute. It's directly tied to Tawheed. And what opposes Tawheed is, of course, Kufr and Shirk. The title al-Bukhari chose, rahimahullah ta'ala, for this chapter and for all the other chapters were analyzed by the ulama. The ulama reflected on their meanings and on their hints and on their references. Some ulama dedicated independent books just for the names of the chapters that are in Sahih al-Bukhari. The titles demonstrate al-Bukhari's deep understanding of fiqh and tawheed. Some said that the fiqh of al-Bukhari, everyone knows al-Bukhari as a muhaddith, but some said the fiqh of al-Bukhari surfaces or appears through the names that he chose for his chapters. Fiqh al-Bukhari fi tarajumihi. His fiqh appears through the titles that he chose, rahimahullah ta'ala. And you can add to that his aqeedah in Tawhid also appear through the titles that he chose just as well. It shows that he's a faqih just as much as he's a muhaddith, just as much as he's an imam steadfast on the path of the Salaf in Tawheed. Muhammad ibn Mansur al-Maghribi dedicated a book unraveling al-Bukhari's intentions in combining between the ahadith and the titles that he chose. So did Ibn al-Munayyir and Waliullah al-Dahlawi and others. And I have mentioned this in other classes in the past.